Today I'm bringing you one of the first decks I built in this expansion, which is a Spell Priest deck. The deck actually got a lot of support in this expansion, between Grave Horror, Sand Drudge, Banana Buffoon, Auchenai Phantasm, and Regenerate. So 10 of the 30 cards in this list are from the newest set. Regenerate has a lot of synergies in this deck, pretty similar to Circle of Healing. It combos with Injured Blade Master on turn 3, draws cards with Northshire Cleric. It gets you a new card off Lyra, buffs a questing adventurer, activates a wild pyromancer, goes face or acts as removal with Auchenai Soul Priest or Auchenai Phantasm. And the Auchenai Phantasm is great redundancy with the Soul Priest that makes including cards like Regenerate and Circle of Healing feel a lot more consistent. Both Sand Drudge and Grave Horror are kind of weird cards in this deck, because I don't really play a ton of spells to discount the Grave Horror that much. And while Sand Drudge can generate some taunts to protect my big boys, it doesn't really help snowball the game in the way that this deck typically wins, which is off the back of like continuously buffing a Radiant Elemental with bananas or extra arms, or just buffing up a questing adventurer. But I think the power level of these two cards is just high enough that they warrant an inclusion in the deck. Overall, I think the deck is pretty straightforward. It does have some cute little situational synergies with the like Regenerates and Circle of Healings, but generally you're just trying to stick a threat or two, snowball it, and kill the opponent.
Tyrande versus Valera.
I've been playing against some Malagos Rogue at this rank. Not sure if I should be expecting that. I think I will keep this Banana Buffoon. The bananas do tend to be pretty good in my deck. No, I'll toss it. I'd rather have Radiant Elemental, Injured Blade Master, maybe Questing Adventurer. This hand is so much better. Not Odd or Quest.
Is someone injured?
Look, you shinies.
Definitely looking like Mally Rogue.
Right away.
Not sure if I can apply enough consistent pressure to win this one. Okay, well, maybe it's just like Tess Rogue or some garbage. Let's play this guy because the bananas are free.
Right away.
Put both buffs on this guy so I can kill this and not leave this vulnerable to his dagger. If he doesn't deal with this board, next turn I can dig for Circle of Healing and even play Injured Blade Master, draw a bunch of cards, make my board pretty sick.
Give me a quest.
Alright, I think I like questing better than Injured Blade Master. No Circle of Healing, but Power Word Shield costs 0. I can also coin out Shadow Visions. Puts a lot of stats into my questing adventurer, and it digs for Circle. Still no Circle. I guess Regenerate is just better than Power Word Shield if I'm targeting this, right? Because I draw the card anyway. I mean, it's not strictly better, because now this is fully healed, I can't heal it anymore, whereas Power Word Shield only gives it 2 now, but also gives it 2 overall. But I think this is good. Ziliax is not super good here, honestly. Takes out my cleric, but this runs over, and then the questing gets to go face for at least 7, maybe 8 next turn. Okay. Is that a good attack, actually? I can heal here, draw a card, run over, and play this. Can also just go Akanai Phantasm, shoot here, and push all this damage. I think I like pushing all this damage,
Let me show you the
even though it's not like an excellent utilization of my mana. I do miss a card draw. But damn, I get in there for, what, 7 basically? Because this goes face and I deny the healing out of this. Alright, definitely looks like a Tess Rogue. He really needs an answer to this questing adventurer.
I get
Yeah, I just play Pyro and this guy for lethal, or Akanai Ping Face.
Tyrande versus Rexxar. Let the hunt begin.
Alone give me strength.
Cleric on 1. Probably toss the 3s. Do I want to keep a Wild Pyromancer? Wonder if it's worth keeping just as a 2-drop. I'm on the coin, so if I just wanted as a 2-drop, I'd probably rather just keep Injured Blade Master. Let's keep Blade Master. It's also just insane if I hit Circle or Regenerate.
Is someone injured?
So next turn, if I don't hit a heal for this, I can just go Shadow Visions, try to hit the heal, and then play it the following turn. Okay, well, I hit the heal, so let's go. It's nice that I have the Cleric up to eat a Freezing Trap or something if he tries to go for that. 4/7 is pretty big if he's not playing Hunter's Mark.
To my side.
Excellent.
Your turn to bleed.
Probably Radiant Shadow Visions and Regenerate here. What could I draw that would be better than that? Banana Buffoon? Probably not better. Maybe Extra Arms.
I wonder.
I think I like just starting with the Radiant. So I could take a Circle here. I mean, I'd probably just take the Arms for next turn.
Your turn to bleed.
Give that
Right away.
I guess technically, if I had taken Circle, it would have healed my guy for 1 more. But the difference between a 4/6 and a 4/7 is probably pretty negligible. That discount was definitely pretty good for me. All my mana utilization is sort of awkward here. I think I just drop an Extra Arms. Trade over this, it's still a 3/2, this goes face. Next turn is probably like questing Shadow Visions and then hopefully Circle, maybe Regenerate. Damn, flank into flank. Pretty good curve from the opponent so far.
Your turn to bleed.
Alright, let's just get this guy down and heal this back up. Maybe next turn is like questing Visions, Banana Circle or something. Or it can even just be like questing more Arms. This does seem like a turn that I want to try to set up the questing. Start snowballing it if I can. Can I just go double questing? How likely is he to be able to deal with either of them here, let alone both?
What?
You could have, like, Unleash the Hounds. Even just a Spring Paw would deal with one of them. But dealing with both is pretty tough, I think.
Give me a quest. Your turn to bleed.
Let's just do this. It's one of those plays where, like, maybe he can answer it and maybe it kinda sucks for me if he does. But if he doesn't answer it, I just win. Like, maybe not literally lethal next turn, but it would be so hard for him to deal with without, like, Poisonous Bloat Bat or something. Well, that's one way to do it. Is the Deadly Shot the first indication I've seen that this is just straight up Spell Hunter? I think so. So I can just go like double Banana Grave Horror here.
I wonder.
I can try to be greedy and get a little bit more out of the Grave Horror. Maybe just go like Auchenai more arms or Northshire heal Auchenai. Northshire is just going to die to his weapon if I play it here, but maybe that's not that big of a deal. So say I hit him for 6 here, he goes to 16. I have another 6. Looks like I'll be 1 off next turn. I think I like this line. Seems like it's just 2 giant minions that are probably pretty difficult to deal with. And sometimes I can Shadow Visions a lethal, I think. Alright, that's a taunt minion. So, probably not going to have lethal through a taunt. What can I get? I could Shadow Visions into a circle, play that alongside the Auchenai. I'd wreck my own board, but I would push... I'd set him to 1.
I wonder.
Alternatively... I mean, Auchenai's just good, because if I miss, I can Hero Power Huffer. Let's go with the Visions Auchenai line. Extra arms? I think that's gotta be worse than 0 mana deal 3. Probably should have healed my Blade Master here before playing the Auchenai. I kind of want to save this for damage, and this guy does seem pretty safe behind a 7/8. I don't know, maybe having a 6/1 is just fine. It's behind a taunt, he's played Rexar double flanking. As long as I don't get Grievous Bited or something here, I think that's okay. Okay. So let's see, 11. I don't know, it was probably lethal. It might have even just been lethal on board.
Ferranda versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
A loon give me strength.
I do like Blade Master Regenerate. Do I want bananas along with it? Probably don't want to keep bananas. Cleric is pretty sick. Radiant's okay. Alright. I wonder if I ever coin questing on 2. I guess it kind of depends on what he does. Oh, he's Zoo. You're not allowed to play that deck. What the hell? Well, playing a cleric into that seems really bad. So I can coin the Blade Master here, or try to save coin for like next turn Sandredge, coin Power Word Shield, which seems really bad into his 1/2s. Also, he played double Firefly instead of Firefly Flame Elemental, so I have information on his hand. I think I'm just going to play this, though. The coin and the Regenerate definitely have some uses with other cards in my hand, but they have use here, putting a 4/6 in play. Why is Tar Creeper so big? God, what do I even play here? Everything seems so bad. Let's just draw a card with Cleric, I guess. Maybe I'm trying to dig for an Auchenai Circle combo, and there's half of it. Also, if he sends the Flame Imp into the Northshire Cleric, that puts it down to 1 health, which means my Sandredge zombies can kill it. But with the 1/2s in play, and maybe a couple more 1/2s coming down here, that's probably not a reality.
I wonder.
Demon Fire. So not even Keleseth in this guy's deck. I'm very okay with this trade. Cool. So Cleric can clean up the Tar Creeper. I could go like questing Power Word Shield. Could use the shield to protect the Cleric, but then he gets to just double trade into it. That doesn't really seem very appealing. I could Auchenai Phantasm plus Hero Power to take out the Tar Creeper, but then the Cleric doesn't really do anything, and the Phantasm's good if I can pick up a Circle. Sandredge Power Word Shield. That's pretty reasonable. I can leave the Cleric as a 1-2, but there's a taunt in the way, so he can't kill it. I think I just want to play 2 Radiant Elementals, though. Wow, that gets really blown out by Fungalmancer, though, doesn't it? Do I have any plays that don't get blown out by Fungalmancer?
What is it?
Top deck Circle of Healing is pretty good against Fungalmancer. Let's go for that play.
Right away.
This Power Word Shield has its uses with my hand. And I think saving the Cleric against these 1-2s was mostly not very good. Man, people this rank really like to draw cards after spending mana. Ooh, extra arms for only 1 mana? Sounds pretty good. I can make 3 zombies with my Sandredge here. Maybe even 4 since I have a Power Word Shield giving me a card. Could also just buff the shit out of my Questing Adventurer. Make it, what, just a 5/5? That's pretty good though. Maybe I'm even throwing the Power Word Shield on it. I think I'm a big fan of this Questing Adventurer into this board. Another Power Word Shield? So these are going to both be 4/5s. Alright, big questing. Yeah, that was probably going to be pretty tough to beat, unless he was randomly playing some sort of removal.